Welcome to Post Time. I'm Heather Vitale. It is our annual Delaware State Fair edition of the show, filled with fun, fried food, and fabulous four-legged action. I am so glad that you joined us today to relive the excitement from Governor's Day, where the weather was hot and so was the action. And we're going to kick off today's show with some hot to trot action from that big card as we show you the $35,000 Charles D. Murphy Memorial. Let's send it up to announcer Jack Gallagher for the call.
They're off. There goes Man Atlas out for the lead. Also leaving is Embrace the Grind. Farther out, Remarkable DeVee. Toward the inside, Johnny Ping. They make their way into the first turn. Coming out on top, Man Atlas, but driving up alongside now, Embrace the Grind. Embrace the Grind is after the lead. Remarkable DeVee follows Embrace the Grind. Man Atlas has the rail. Johnny Ping got away fourth. Racing up in fifth is Swan by Land. Another length and a half or so Incentive. Behind Incentive comes Primo Vomo, and at the end, that's Magical Major. They make their way by the opening quarter, and Remarkable DeVee has gone up and gotten the lead. Embrace the Grind back to second. Man Atlas is there third. The opening quarter was 29 seconds flat as they race around the turn, coming over toward the half, and up front, that's Remarkable DeVee, leading by a length and a half or two. Sitting in second, Embrace the Grind, followed by Man Atlas, who got away third. Johnny Ping trots in fourth, followed by Swan by Land. They make their way by the stands now. They go by the half, and the leader, Remarkable DeVee, by 2 lengths. Sitting in second, that's Embrace the Grind, followed by Man Atlas. Johnny Ping is still fourth, racing fifth, Swan by Land, toward the inside, Incentive. They make their way into that turn on the way toward the backstretch. Incentive made a break, going by Incentive, Primo Vomo, and Magical Major. They head up the backstretch on the way toward 3/4. Remarkable DeVee maintains the 2-length lead. It's Remarkable DeVee sitting in second. That's Embrace the Grind. Man Atlas is still third. In fourth, Johnny Ping. Next comes Swan by Land in fifth, 3/4. 3/4 went in 1:27 and 1/5. They make their way around the final turn. Coming over toward the top of the stretch, Remarkable DeVee, a length and a half. Embrace the Grind, ready to move to the outside now. They're at the top of the stretch, turning home. Here comes Embrace the Grind on the outside after Remarkable DeVee. They straighten away now. Embrace the Grind out in the center of the track. Man Atlas down the passing lane, fighting hard. Remarkable DeVee, they come toward the wire 3 across the track. Man Atlas down the inside. Man Atlas.
There were 3 right there on the wire, but it was Man Atlas, owned by Legacy Racing of Delaware, Reggie Hazard II, and Gary Calloway, getting the win in the Charles D. Murphy Memorial. Trained by Wayne Givens, the 7-year-old trotter had Trey Porter in the bike for the 156-1 victory with a nice payoff of $24.40. Right there for second was Embrace the Grind, with Remarkable DeVee taking home third.
Tell us about that race.
It worked out. Even in the opens, he's always been just get away second or third and sit. But I tried a couple of things then and looked like an idiot. But I figured out you go left one and he'll go, but going to the right he won't. So it worked out perfect. That Montrell went to the right and I got the chance to go to the left. So just a very lucky drive, basically.
We just watched the Charles D. Murphy Memorial. And yes, it's the same gentleman who Murphy's Race Sportsbook and Grill is named after. It's a great place to hang out with friends while you watch and wager on sports and racing action from all over the country. And it's located right at Harrington Raceway. And just so you know, our half-mile harness oval begins their exciting fall meet tomorrow, Monday, August 14th. The live schedule this week is Monday and Tuesday. Each evening, the first race post times at 4:30 p.m. And don't forget, there's always free parking and admission at Harrington Raceway. For more information, just call 302-398-RACE or visit them on the web at harringtonraceway.com.
We'll be right back with more post time from the Delaware State Fair.
Hey everyone, everyone, I'm Heather Vitale. Welcome back to this special edition of Post Time from the Delaware State Fair. Now, they say that money can't buy happiness, but it can buy fried food. And give me a deep fried Twinkie and some great harness racing, and I would say that's more than fair. And since I've got my deep fried treats, let's bring in more action. For this one, we've got the $35,000 Legislators Cup in memory of Thurman Adams Jr., featuring our top mares owned in the first state.
They're off. There goes Regan's Wind down to lead Tay from the far outside toward the rail. Feeling Sweet is there. They make their way into the first turn. And Tay quickly went up on the outside to get the lead. Feeling Sweet is there driving on Regan's Wind. Feeling Sweet is back to third, but not for long, I don't think, as they race up the back stretch. Getting away in fourth there, that's Divine Dale, and moved to the outside by Feeling Sweet to take the lead. Regan's Wind back to second. In third, that's Tay. Another 2 lanes, Divine Dale. After that comes Beth Dutton, followed by My Kiwi Lady. They went by the opening quarter, 27 2/5, as they make their way around the far turn. The trailers, as they race around the turn, Southwind Minna and Zipper Sweater. They're at the top of the stretch the first time, and Feeling Sweet leads by about 2 lengths. Regan's Wind is racing in second, another 2.5. Tay back to third. Racing in fourth, that's Divine Dale. Coming to the outside now is My Kiwi Lady. Following My Kiwi Lady will be Southwind Minna toward the rail. That's Beth Dutton, the trailer. On the outside, Zipper Sweater. They went by the half, 56 3/5 into that first turn once again, and Feeling Sweet is a 2-length leader. Regan's Wind races in second, down inside. Tay back to third. Racing on the outside, My Kiwi Lady, followed by Southwind Minna. Down at the rail, that's Divine Dale. They race midway up the backstretch on their way toward 3/4, and Feeling Sweet widens its 2.5. Racing in second, Regan's Wind on the outside. My Kiwi Lady down toward the rail, that's Tay. Southwind Minna is out there down at the rail. Divine Dale followed by the trailers. Beth Dutton and Zipper Sweater on the outside. 3/4 in 1:25 2, and Feeling Sweet has left them, has opened up 5 or 6, and they're at the top of the stretch. Feeling Sweet with an insurmountable lead coming off the turn. My Kiwi Lady on the outside trying to get by Regan's Wind. Tay down the passing lane on the far outside, Southwind Minna, but all alone at the wire is Feeling Sweet. Southwind Minna is going to get the play spot over My Kiwi Lady, who's back to third.
Feeling Sweet, owned by George and Tina Dennis, won easily in 1:53 4. She did it in wire-to-wire fashion with Pat Barry at the controls. Trained by Joe Colombo, the 6-year-old scored her second consecutive Legislators Cup at the Delaware State Fair. And we would like to thank all of our legislators for coming out to support our important agricultural industry during the Delaware State Fair and all year long.
Joe, talk to me about this horse.
Oh, she's a delight. There's nothing. She's as gritty as you can come with her. She's tough as nails. She's getting a well-deserved break now, but she's got the job done today.
We bought her as a yearling at the Lexington Select Yearling Sale. I think we give $16,000 for her, and she's been quite a good investment. I mean, I think she's close to $500,000 or around $500,000 in earnings total. So there's nothing really special about her. She's not real big. She just does her work, and she shows up every week.
So no quirky personality?
No, she's really got a great personality, and she's not mean or nothing. She jogs good. She just does what you want to do. She's just a sweetheart of a horse.
And just so all you Post Time fans know, next week we'll have even more Governor's Day action from the Delaware State Fair when we bring you the $110,000 3-year-old Delaware Standardbred Breeders' Fund Finals. But that's next week. There's still more on today's episode from the fair, so don't go away. We'll be right back. Hey everyone, I'm Heather Vitale. Welcome back to Post Time and the Delaware State Fair. Now, I've got some jokes, and I think they're really gonna make you snort. How about this one? What do you call a pig who is a karate expert? A pork chop. Yeah, I think he likes it. Okay, how about this one? Why are pigs against eating cake? Because they don't like bacon. Get it? Bacon, Bacon? All right. Tough crowd, but I think he's warming up to me. Well, my jokes might not go over in a big way at the fair, but one thing that did is the great horse racing, including the $25,000 President's Cup, featuring a field of talented pacers.
They're off. There goes Sprocket out with proper one for that early lead. Flying Wind Guard toward the inside. Divine Right got away for it, looking for a spot. Metallica from the outside. As they make their way into that first turn from the outside up to get the lead is proper one. Racing in second now, that's Sprocket. Flying Wind Guard got away third, racing in fourth. Dropping in there was Metallica, 2 lengths in front of Divine Right. Behind Divine Right, outclassed, followed by Balder's Son, and at the end, that's Lion's Music. They make their way by the opening quarter. They went by in 27 2/5. They make their way into the far turn. Proper one leads by a length and a half. Coming to the outside, going after leader is Metallica with the rail. That's Sprocket, who's back to third as they come over toward the top of the stretch the first time, heading toward the half. Leading by a length and a half is Proper One. Proper One is on top. Racing in second, Sprocket. Out and back in went Metallica. Moving up on the outside, that's Divine Right. Following Divine Right, outclassed toward the rail is Flying Wind Guard. Out comes Balder's Son. The trailer continues to be Lion's Music. They went by the half, 56 2/5. They race into that first turn once again. It's Proper One, a length and a half leader. Sitting in second, that's Sprocket. Racing on the outside is Divine Right. Following Divine Right, outclassed. Down toward the rail, Metallica back to fifth. They race midway up the backstretch on the way toward 3/4. The leader is Proper One. The lead is just a half length. Divine Right getting closer. Down inside is Sprocket. Alongside of Sprocket comes outclassed in fourth, 3/4. In 125 3/5, they make their way around the final turn and holding a short lead, Proper One. Now the lead becomes Divine Right by just ahead. Divine Right on the outside, a short lead. They're at the top of the stretch now. Divine Right. Here's Outclass swing to the far outside. They come off the turn, Proper One. Outclass coming on the far outside after Divine Right. Down the pass lane, Sprocket. They're coming from everywhere. They come toward the wire, outclassed. And Tetrick outclassed, trying to get there. Outclassed. Sprocket and Divine Right third in 154 4.
Outclassed, owned by Garber Stables, Daniel Garber and Pamela Garber, comes from behind to win by a neck with Tim Tetrick driving. The 4-year-old, trained by Chuck Chrisman Jr., crossed the finish line in 154 4 to win the President's Cup at the Delaware State Fair. Sprocket was a super close second with Divine Right taking the show spot. We're taking a quick break, but we've got more four-legged fair fabulousness coming up from the Governor's Day card over the Harrington Raceway half-mile oval. So don't go away. Post time, we'll be right back. Hey everyone, I'm Heather Vitale. Welcome back to Post Time and to the Delaware State Fair. You know, some of these rides can give you an incredible blast of adrenaline. But if you're a horse racing fan, you also get that tingly rush of excitement when you see a field of sensational standardbreds head behind the gate. And that's what we're going to see right now as this sensational group of First State Standardbreds head to post in the $50,000 Governor's Cup.
They're off like a shot. It's rock and roll right to the front. You can't get to the front any easier than that from the 8-hole. They make the way into the first turn. It's rock and roll, gets right to the top. But Heineken by the Bay comes to the outside to go after the leader. Getting away in third, Major Betts. Right behind Major Betts as they race up the backstretch, that's Beecher's Brook. Then comes Advanced Man, another 2 lengths or so to Win Not Lou. The trailer's up the backstretch, Wager on Me, and Baba O'Reilly gets away last. They make their way by the opening quarter, and Hiding It by the Bay has gone up and gotten the lead. It's Rock and Roll is back in second. The opening quarter was 27 3/5. They make their way around the turn on their way over toward the half. Hiding It by the Bay, 2.5. It's Rock and Roll racing in second. Major Bets got away third. About 4 more. Beecher's Brook races in fourth. Then comes Advanced Man fifth as they come by the stands. Leading the way, that's Heineken by the Bay and Tim Tetrick. They lead by almost 2 lengths. Sitting in second, it's Rock and Roll. Major Bets third. Coming to the outside, Advanced Man. Down at the rail, Beecher's Brook following Advanced Man. Win Not Lou. Up the inside is Wager on Me. Trailing on the outside, that's Baba O'Reilly. They went by the half, 55 3/5. They make their way around the turn, heading over toward the backstretch with Heineken by the Bay, leading by 1.5 now. Racing on the outside, Advanced Man. It's Rock and Roll with the rail. Then comes Major Bets. Trying to move up on the outside from fifth, that's Win Not Lou. They continue up the backstretch on the way toward 3/4. Heineken by the Bay, 3 parts of a length. Advanced Man races on the outside, waiting at the rail. It's Rock and Roll. Nowhere to go right now for Major Bets. Alongside is Win Not Lou, 3/4, 124 3/5. They make their way midway on the final turn, coming toward the top of the stretch. Heineken by the Bay, it's Rock and Roll getting loose now as they come off the turn. Heineken by the Bay, it's Rock and Roll down the inside, coming through the stretch. They come toward the wire. Heineken by the Bay, trying to get there. Now it's Rock and Roll, takes the lead. It's Rock and Roll.
It's a Rock and Roll, owned by Betty Brittingham and her son Brett Brittingham, won the prestigious Governor's Cup from the tough post position 8 in 153. Of course, Delaware Governor John Carney was on hand to present the trophy in the winner's circle. Trained by Don Brittingham, the 8-year-old was driven by Harrington Raceway's leading driver, Alan Davis, who scored his very first Governor's Cup. Assistant General Manager Matt Sparacino was on hand in Victory Lane to talk with the winning connections.
I'm joined by trainer Don Brittingham, driver Alan Davis, the winning connections of It's Rock and Roll, 153 winner in the Governor's Cup. Alan, we'll start with you. This horse had a terrific meet, was one of the sharper horses throughout the season. What were your thoughts going in?
I had the 8-hole, but he gets off the car pretty good, and it worked out good tonight. We got there quick, and that's what we needed.
How important is that gate speed from post 8? As our announcer said, you can't see a horse make the lead any easier.
Really important on a half-mile track. Once we got there, I figured I either cut it or if Timmy keeps coming, and that's what happened. And we got a little trouble in the last turn. He was wanting to race, and he finished up good. Don's done a great job, so got it done.
Congratulations, Alan Davis. We're with Don and Elizabeth Brittingham. Don, we'll go back to you on this horse. You've done a heck of a job, as Alan said. This horse really got hot here mid-meet.
Yeah, but I had a lot of help. I got to thank Brett, Will Reynolds, Jerry Miller, Lauren, and Mario. I got to thank him. And my boss. She gives good advice.
This horse is no spring chicken either at age 8. He seems like he's as good as he ever was. Do you feel like he's at his prime?
Yeah, he's sound now, so he's going to be all right.
What are the plans the rest of the year? You just got to keep him here in Delaware?
Yeah, I ain't going anywhere.
He likes the first state. Congratulations, Don, on another Governor's Cup.
Thank you.
It's really a tremendous honor and really reflects my responsibility to protect the history and heritage of the agricultural industry here in our state. And it's not just, when you think about it, it's not just a business, it's really a way of life for these families. This is part of it, and our efforts to enable families to pass it on to the next generation, I think, is our biggest challenge. Having an industry like horse racing is part of that, right? Because these horses, they stand and they spend money on farms across lower Delaware, and that keeps that land in agriculture and open, and that's important to all of us. So it's more than just racing, although I love the racing.
Our half hour from the Delaware State Fair is coming to a close, but that does not mean that the harness racing is for this week, because our half-mile harness oval begins their exciting fall meet tomorrow, Monday, August 14th. The live schedule this week is Monday and Tuesday. Each evening, the first race post times at 4:30 p.m. And don't forget, there's always free parking and admission at Harrington Raceway. For more information, just call 302-398-RACE or visit them on the web at harringtonraceway.com. Have a wonderful week. Thanks again for joining me for this special edition of Post Time. I'll see you at the track, and God bless.